the right people can make you go up, and getting the wrong people can make you go down.
It's the right kind of colleagues make it a lot more fun.
It's fun. It's a multiplier. Everybody feels the energy. Hi, Shailu. Wonderful to see you. Thanks for coming over.
It's a pleasure, Anoop, as always.
No, it's wonderful. I really appreciate your time. So, Shailu, I thought we should start with telling folks about Mila Health and your passion and your mission about it, and also introduce a little bit of who you are.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I am been a problem solver, builder, engineer who is deeply passionate about healthcare. My wife's a physician, and I think healthcare is an area which needs a lot of technology help in solving some of the big problems we have.
Yeah.
And at Mila Health, we are focused on solving the access problems to patients. So if you look at healthcare overall, you have the treatment aspect, and then you have the access aspect. So for example, I have been through a colonoscopy and I need to come back to see my physician 3 years from now. There's a reminder aspect to it.
Yeah.
Then I need to follow up after that for the next set of steps. All of these aspects today are done manually with a phone call into a physician or a physician calling me.
Yeah.
And so at Mila Health, we've built tools where any of our customers, payers or physicians can build AI agents that automatically outreach to patients and help them adhere to their care journey.
Yeah.
So that they get to a better spot at a lower cost to overall healthcare, as well as the patients get better as well.
No, so totally, it's so important because I hear so much that most of us are terrible at following whatever follow-ups are needed, and therefore the outcomes are not so great. We get back into the hospital. So wonderful. What stage is your startup? And I was curious about, any unique hiring requirements, because a startup is driven by people, and the right people can make you go up, and getting the wrong people can make you go down or waste so much time and money and energy.
Totally. And people make the startup.
Yeah.
In ways where, of course, they help build what we have, but part of the startup journey is, as you've sort of talked about, which is who you build the startup with.
Yes.
And so the journey with the colleagues, the right kind of colleagues, make it a lot more fun.
It's fun. It's a multiplier. Everybody feels the energy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so there is a unique aspect of bringing in folks who are open to working at the early stages with the ambiguity and the complexity, who are energized with the mission, as well as energized with the stage of the company that they're in. And then, of course, they are passionate about the technology and the tools that they use, as well as the problems. So it does make a very unique hiring process. And then we need to hire quickly as well. We don't have a lot of time. So overall, it's not the easiest thing to make happen. But we as a company are at relatively early stages, but we are growing very rapidly. We've doubled our team, for example, in the last 5 months.
Wow.
And for that, of course, we need help and recruiting, and that's where we seek out partners, no pun intended.
So, one of the things I was thinking about is, do you need all kinds? Do you need machine learning engineers, back-end, front-end engineers, or marketing people, biz dev people? So what are the kinds of roles you've hired in the recent past?
So I would say at this stage of the company, it's been mostly building. And in the context of building, absolutely front-end, back-end, machine learning. So for the size of the team that we have, I would say 90% of the team are builders, and so that we're building the tool. Now, at the same time, we do have sales and BD roles, but predominantly it's the engineering roles that we need to fill. And of course, manage our cost as well. And so we have to start building a team in India and finding the right talent there with the right cultural fit, with the complexities that we just talked about. That has been my key focus as I build the company.
I see. So, when you're hiring, you always have two options. You can build an in-house team, or partner with somebody like SeekOut and SeekOut Spot to help. What was the choice? What made you decide to go with us?
So I would say in-house team never really came up as an option.
I
As a
see.
lean company, you cannot sort of recruit for recruiters. So we
Yes.
said that is not an option for us. We did try a bunch of options on having partners in the recruiting
Okay.
process. And of course, SeekOut came as a recommendation, and Anoop,
Yeah.
you and I have known each other. And so we said, hey, let's give this a go. And particularly, what interested me in SeekOut was the AI first strategy. Having individuals who are having a much larger funnel using
Yeah.
the right sort of tools, as well as using AI technologies to make themselves more efficient so that they can spend more time with me. And,
Yeah.
and I've, of course, seen the work that you've done, Anoop. So super energized with that. And that's how we started working with SeekOut. And, finally, at the end of the day, the proof's in the pudding. And so we had to build a team from scratch in India. And now we're a team of 6 individuals. And I like to say 5 of them are coming in from our partners at SeekOut. I'm hyper grateful for that.
No, we appreciate the partnership too. So, Shailu, give us a concrete example of any particular hire that you did with SeekOut and how, whether you got quality or speed or the relationship. Make it more
Absolutely.
concrete for me.
Yeah. There's one particular hire that we've been, of course, back-end, front-end hires that we've done, but I'll give you a specific example. We've been looking for a distinguished machine learning engineer, researcher, as you would call it. And, these folks really make or break the core IP that we have in the tools that we're building. And we've been searching for an individual in the US as well as India. It didn't matter to us. Of course, we've been partnering with SeekOut. And here, the complexity is not only should the individual have the skills in the technology depth, but they also need to have the cultural principles of working with us as a startup and be nimble and be agile and take the risks that come with the startup. And so I sort of think of this as a unicorn hire in some ways.
Yes.
It's not easy to find.
Yes.
We've been looking for a long time.
Yes.
And I have an offer out just yesterday, thanks to SeekOut, where they, of course, partnered with me in helping me, narrow down the funnel. And I think mostly I don't really see that process. What I see is the time they spend with me in understanding what we are looking for and how they represent Mila to the candidates. So when the candidates come to us, they understand what we do deeply, they are prepared, and we are able to go through this process much faster.
Now, that is deeply so important. What AI and automation and a lot of these things are doing is they can take the middle ground, important but and critical work, but where you're dealing with just large volume of things and it's mind-numbing. So if we can have the humans, which is the recruiters on our side, focus on the human connection with the hiring manager and then with the candidates, and there's a lot of work that automatically and in intelligent ways, as intelligent augmentation gets done, that's what we are excited about too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I see that where, I consider SeekOut as part of the team. So when I go to Bangalore and I'm motivating the team there, telling them about Mila, the SeekOut partners are in that same room, listening in, and they're an extension of our team. So we have the beer hangouts after that together.
No, that is wonderful. So there are a lot of startups. It's the AI world, and so many are getting funded. So what would be your advice to other founders who are starting their company, who have some funding now, who are wanting to make some hires? Should they build teams? How should they go about their hiring journey?
Yeah, don't want to be sounding too avuncular here, but I think at least for me, getting the principles of hiring right are important. So cultural principles, of course, the bar that we set for the depth in the tools that they use, as well as the mission to the end industry. Those 3 circles of the Venn diagram are what I focus on. I like to rely on experts to help me get to that center of this Venn diagram circle as quickly as possible. And that's what I would advise to any colleague or any friend I meet on a startup journey is get those three things right, get the process right, and then partner to get you quickly in the most efficient way into that center of that Venn diagram. That's what makes or breaks us.
I see. And you're saying SeekOut worked with you in zooming in on that center very quickly.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, thank you so.
Definitely recommend SeekOut to any colleague who would ask me. And largely, I think it's the efficiency that SeekOut drives, which allows the partners to spend the time with us as hiring managers. And I see the difference in the candidates. They come energized. They understand what they're coming in for. I don't have to waste my time.
Your time is valuable. You've got big things to do and big problems to solve. Well, thank you for coming over, Shailu.
Thank you. My pleasure.
And, it's just been a pleasure working with you and the team.